Hey friends, the day has come. Got a special box delivered today via UPS. I'm sorry, via FedEx. Way to go, FedEx and UPS. So I've been waiting for this for several days and I am just stoked about it. Very stoked. Glass, fragile. So I know what it is. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. So let's open it up. Got my handyman little micro Leatherman tool. I don't leave home without it. It comes in so handy, as well as the larger one. I got the classic one from when they started making it. Uh-oh, means I'm old. Grab some coffee. Yeah, this is my Stanley camping coffee mug, little pot, handle there. Just practicing for my next adventure. Although this past ride, I didn't do any cooking whatsoever. But next time. It's hot. Alright, so my first shipment as a retailer on the Matera CBD oil. I'm very stoked about it. Very stoked. I got 2 jars. Excuse me while I put my reading glasses on. Yes, I spent too much time on tiny phones and computer in the corporate world. So I got 2 orders because I'm doing a test. Only 2 orders of 250 milligram cream, topical ointment, CBD. All right, I got 2 orders of 750 milligram topical ointment. I got 2 orders of the med oil, CBD, 1,000 milligram. 2 orders of CBD, 3,000 milligram, and 500 milligram. 2 orders. So very excited. They sent me a bunch of pamphlets. Yes, as a retailer, I gotta have this information. There's a lot of curious people on it, right? So, air bubble wrap. Get this open here, and I do not want to drop this because it costs me money. All right. So here's the 3,000 milligram. And the thing about this, as far as so many so-called businesses out there that's pushing CBD oil these days, and some of them are going to be hokey pokey. I mean, it's got official label on here with information, facts. Serving size 1 droplet, which is 1 milliliter. All right, servings per container, they're 30. So if you take it per day, this lasts for a month, right? Other than 31 days in a month. All right, 99% pure CBD, cannabidiol isolate. Okay, it's incredible information. Remember, Matera, the oil that I'm going to be retailing, should it be working, okay, is a pure isolate using CO2 extraction procedure. The liquid in there should be crystal clear. Okay, there should be no other color whatsoever. It's not mixed with anything else. It should be odorless and nearly tasteless. Yeah, just like water, right? Not much taste to it. Instructions how to use it. Place 1 dropper full under your tongue each morning or evening and adjust usage as needed. Always consult your, consult your physician for optimal usage. So whether or not, your physician is on board or not, that's another matter, because a lot of doctors stay with the traditional means of medicine, unfortunately. They need to open themselves up and not be so influenced by pharmaceutical companies in my life. Okay? Get with the times. This one is 500 milligrams. I really want to be careful with these. All right. And I'm going to test it on myself. I'm not going to do a blind study on it. Here's the topical ointment. And Rapid cooling cream. I was expecting something else, but I guess this is the form that they send it in, but this is an actual spray, it looks like. Awesome. Right there. Alright, this is a baby of babies. Mother load. Alright, 3,000 milligrams. And I think some of you know by now that I got trigger fingers, so I woke up like this morning and locked up. Especially, normally it's the middle finger, but this time it was the finger right next to it and just locked up on my right hand and hurt like a zinger. Alright. I'm sorry, I already had 3,000 out. That was 1,000. Alright, here's the 250 milligram topical. To the side. And let me tell you, and a lot of you know some basics of CBD oils. I mean, it comes from basically almost same type of plant as marijuana comes from, all right, cannabis. There's different forms of cannabis and potency and so forth, okay? The hemp, okay, cannabis, okay, is a hemp plant, and certain hemp plants have low THC. Okay, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that chemical, but it's the psychoactive ingredient that people get high from smoking marijuana. And as you know, different marijuana, you probably heard of it, has different potency. Some marijuana growers have gotten to an art form where they've hybridized various hemp plants with THC and made it stronger or made it weaker or so forth. And it's incredible the different type of colors of these hemp plants out there. But the CBD, cannabis oil, okay, cannabidiol, I'm sorry, it's got low THC as far as what other manufacturers are producing. Medterra has 0 THC. So for those people that work at the workplace, corporations, you know you got the drug and alcohol policy. Especially big corporations, there's random drug tests that occurs. I used to be a safety manager that used to work with HR, administer those random drug tests. Yes, we fired employees for substance detection. So that's one of the things that I wanted to make sure when I was ordering CBD oil for myself, that first of all, I didn't want THC. I didn't want it. Although I don't work for a corporation, I want full mental faculty. I didn't want any, no matter how low THC content, I didn't want any influence whatsoever. I like clarity, especially during the day where I can think. And especially in my line of work, I have to work safe. We all have to do things safely, okay? So that was very important to me. Then when I started thinking about, well, if this is really going to help me, I want to help other people. And those of you that know me well, it's in my nature. I want to help people as I'm helping myself, you know, in the process, especially when it comes to pain relief, joint relief, and things like that. And the thing about CBD oil, just read about it. There's so many benefits from CBD oil. You've heard of, you know, relieving seizures, arthritis, rheumatitis, cancer. Yes, cancer. Okay, to name just a few. Besides, you know, one of the main purpose many people are using it is for pain relief, because they're tired of taking the prescription drugs that alters their mind condition, that has side effects, and the cost that's involved as well. But I think the biggest thing is that people are looking for effective means of treatment to better deal with their illnesses, ailments, or whatever. In addition to what I consider wellness, there's so many benefits that I've been reading about, researching, and so forth, and I'll go into more depth on that in future videos, and as well as, locally, I'm going to be meeting with people. And someday, when I'm doing my endless miles ride, I'll be carrying my CBD oil. I'm hopeful that it's going to be effective, but I'm going to be carrying it, using it, and if there are any people that I meet that are interested, I'll certainly introduce to those people as well. So I woke up this morning, my back pain level was about 6, then an hour later it hit me about 7. I am right now mentally conditioned because I've been walking around so far and dealing with the 7. I've had some peaks of 8, depending on my movement, if I'm lifting anything, and nothing even really heavy. So some peaks of 8, but normally about 7. And that is a discomfort. I know my body's feeling stressed because the temperature rises. I can feel it dealing with it. But I'm the old dog type that toughen up, deal with it, manage the pain, and go to the doctor and all that. This isn't, it's pain management. This isn't like serious as cancer or something, or a bleeding ulcer or something like that. I need to go see a doctor immediately, emergency room. So that's how I've been dealing with. So based on the level of pain I'm at 7, middle of the road, the different dosage I have, 500 milligram, 1,000 milligram, and 3,000 milligram. My pain threshold, I don't believe, deserves 3,000. Some of you may be at that pain threshold. I don't know, but I don't want to start off with the 3,000. I believe for each one of us, it's going to be trial, to see what works. Some may elect to start at the high end. I don't believe that's the way to go. I believe it's starting at the low end, depending on the pain threshold, then gradually working up to the minimum level of dosage that is effective, okay, and stopping there and nothing more, okay. So based on my pain threshold, about 7, peaking of 8 and so forth, I am gonna start with 1,000 milligram, okay. I'm not gonna do a blind study at this time. I'm gonna, through this video and through putting in my phone, I'm gonna take start up a log so I can try to best scientifically measure time that I take it, date I take it. I'm going to plan on taking it every single day as needed, okay, and the dosage. Okay, so I'm going to start with the 1,000 milligram of the CBD oil, and let me put my glasses on. This is excellent. I mean, this is professionally, okay, a bona fide company putting this together, manufacturing and so forth. And this droplet, it's got a graduated cylinder, okay, with lines on it measured, and all the way a full drop top. I don't use these type of things too often. There's a 1 milliliter at the very top. So, boy, I tell you what, I really don't use these things. So it goes up to 0.75. So the way you're supposed to take this, as I understand, put it underneath the tongue, let it absorb, okay, for a couple minutes. So let me see if there's any odor to this. I don't smell anything. It is clear, a tinge of yellow, but that could be due to the lighting in my kitchen, okay? But for most part, it's clear. I don't see any impurities floating around, okay? I'm gonna take my reading glasses off. I need coffee. All right. So I'm gonna take that droplet, put it on my tongue. another 0.25 milliliter to make a full milliliter. Okay, I'm going to try to talk. It's underneath my tongue. I'm putting in my phone when I took the amount. Okay, using my iPhone notes app. Okay, because I'm doing this video, it doesn't make sense for me to try to hold full 2 minutes and bore you with just no sound and watching this video. I apologize, but this is almost live per se. Okay. Now, we'll see where it goes from here, and if this thing works for me, I am going to offer it to you guys, whatever situations that you may be, migraine, headaches, internal ailments or so forth, better health, back pains, muscle aches, joint aches, just overall wellness. It's supposed to help with improving our immune defense system, which is incredible. So that's a biggie that I hope to get a benefit because I have allergies. My sinuses usually constant run, and I've been using nasal spray. I forgot Flonase, and that doesn't work for most part. Then it's kind of gone downhill as being effective. So I hope this is going to help my immune system to better deal with overreacting to pollen or whatever that triggers certain things. I'm hoping that it's gonna help me maintain, because I've been pretty good not catching the flu and stuff, because I'm a religious taker of vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams per day, and that has helped me incredibly throughout several years when I started the vitamin C therapy, I call it therapy, process. So I think that's about 2 minutes. I've taken it. One thing I want to make sure that I don't put my mind and incur any type of psychosomatic type of feeling, well, oh yeah, it's working, definitely, and so forth. That's why I want to do a blind study with a placebo, okay? I think maybe perhaps I need to get a jar like this or cover these jars up and get another one and get something that has no taste either, or I may blend these or have my son blend it with something else with a taste, so I can't distinguish, you know, what's a placebo and what's CBD oil. I may go to that effect, but if I feel it tremendously right off the bat that it's working. Some people say, hey, it takes good, 30 days for to kick in, and some of you have, a few people have said, hey, I tried this, seen a post that it didn't do nothing for me, but it all depends on where you buy the CBD oil from, whether they're legitimate, and what dosage, and also over, frequency, duration, and dosage use. It's not gonna work for everyone, just like traditional medicine. but I've been hearing tremendous things about it, and I'm very hopeful that it's going to work. So wish me luck. I want to get rid of this back pain. You know, anytime taking any type of foreign substance, ingesting it or whatever, or through the doctor's office, shots or so forth, you know, I think for the most part, when it comes to pain relief or something like that, some of it is masking. What I heard of CBD oil is actually treating many of the illnesses, treating, not just masking it, treating. So I'm very hopeful it's going to treat my issues, but I do know the importance of great diet, exercises when it comes to back pain, doing stretching exercises. You just can't rely on, you know, traditional prescribed medicine, just CBD oil in my mind, to be honest. We gotta keep our bodies in optimal form, especially as we age. We need to strengthen our bone by exercising, getting the blood circulated, stretching the muscles, and keeping them strong as possible, because it starts oxidizing, deteriorating, okay? Oxidizing in sense of rusting. Yeah, as we get old, think of it, our internal body is rusting, okay? So that's why, you know, you hear a lot of things about antioxidants, against, oxidizing. So we need to do all we can, keep our body at optimal. All of us are aging every single second in our lives. So doing what we can as far as diet, exercise, and yes, taking supplements, vitamin C, you know, multi-B complex and CBD oil. More power to us. Make it easier on our bodies and mind to be able to go on our adventures. You know, I am so thinking of riding around the world. That's my next adventure, and I have to have an optimal body to do that. All right, that's enough for me. A little lengthy, but it's the first video with this product. God bless everybody.